Let me check. It's 3:33 a.m. St. Louis Central Standard Time. I'm making this post because I was reading a bunch of Steem posts and I decided, well, why not? I don't really post as much as I used to. So with that being said, I figured, why the hell not? So first and foremost, I hope everybody's having a good day. Anyway, so here's the deal. I'm leaving Walgreens. And it's down the street from my house. I guess there's, it's like a cold season. I even got a little cough going on. But needless to say, my son and my daughter do not feel very well, so I made my oldest daughter keep an eye on him so I could run down the street and get him medicine, better medicine, because what I'm giving them now is not working. So I don't think so. I mean, as a parent, you hate it when your kids are sick, and so maybe it is helping, and I just don't realize it. But, like Logan, for example, his fever dropped, and my daughter Brooke, she's just sucking really bad. She's not feeling the best, so I figured I'd just come down here and see what else they had. And it turns out they do have better stuff, so I'm glad I did. With that being said, I'm getting ready to head home, and I want to bring an interesting question I was asked today to people's attention. My daughter, my oldest, asked me the kind of man she should look for, because she's, as people that follow me know, she's currently, my daughter's like dating somebody, and I approve of. She asked me, I guess from my viewpoint, now it's kind of hard to answer because I don't play for both teams, so I don't really know how to answer. Like, am I supposed to numb that shit down a bit and tell her the textbook's answer, or what? Because if that's what I'm supposed to do, I sure the hell didn't do it. I ended up telling her like the way I thought it was. And with that being said, no, there's an officer of the law. Likes to drive very slow. I'm not a big fan of police officers. I'm sure a lot of you know why. With that being said, I didn't give her the textbook's answer like I should have. I probably should have. Find somebody to treat her. I told her that she's got to find somebody that's fucking real, right? You want somebody that, I mean, I guess, it's a teenager, 16, 17-year-old. I don't remember. That was a minute ago. I don't remember really, I guess, how things went. That's how I met her mom, too, so. I just was very, very simple about it, actually. I just told her to find somebody that treats her well, has a strong understanding, and she's got a very ultra-violent father. If he feels his daughter is being played with or lied to or pressured, I will snap his neck. Yeah, that will happen. I will smile and sit in jail for the rest of my life, damn well knowing I made an example. So I just told her to make sure he's real. I don't give a damn if he's a nerd or a jock or just an all-around normal dude, but he's not trying to understand her and know her and the kind of shit that matters to somebody after school and after employment and shit like that. And I'm not saying find your fucking husband or fiance. I'd much rather that not happen at all, actually. It's just not I don't think that's necessary. However, what I do think is necessary is she understands respect, because you can have one of these dads similar to myself that, has no problem smacking the shit out of somebody. Not that I'm a badass by any means, but when it comes to my kids, I guess I am, because it's coming out of my water. Your ass is mine if you hurt him. So, and I can put that in blood writing. It doesn't really matter. I don't mean to sound sick and sadistic, but it's the truth. I will go to whatever extent to protect my kids at any point, any cost. It doesn't matter. But it can also be considered for any kid. I'm the guy that, if there's a child that doesn't have a dad, I'll definitely fill those shoes. I've been fighting back and forth with this whole adoption thing for a minute, trying to take my friend's son on, and the DFS system is causing me such a headache, by the way. That's from the Arizona post I made a couple weeks back. Some people are still harassing me, so now I think I said in the last video, I just lawyered the fuck up now, so it's game time. They didn't even give me a valid reason, so it doesn't make sense. They want to press criminal charges on his mom, and I offered to cooperate fully with helping them do this with the young man, so I don't quite understand, you know. I don't understand why it's taking so fucking long, but excuse my language, I'm a little agitated. I don't like it when my kids are sick at all. I really, really don't. It bothers me. And on top of that, thinking about the whole adoption thing with this young man, who I wanted him here for Christmas. I thought he should be with his to-be family. A good friend of mine just texted, sorry. I don't like ignoring her. I have her like on auto vibrate the phone, so anyway. But back to my whole point here. I just told her to find somebody that will respect her no matter what. And not because she's got a dad that makes himself very, very well known or anything like that. But he's just interested to be interested. And it's probably a lot to ask, I guess, out of kids in, 11th, 12th grade or whatever. But at the same time, a lot of these people think that they're in love and shit, or so they say. So, I mean, and other than that, somebody that, well, Rachel, you watch all my posts on here, so, I mean, you have to find somebody that'll fight. They'll stand in front of you when shit gets rough. I mean, I did it for your mom, and anybody I've ever been in a relationship, I've done it for. I mean, hell, any woman I've ever seen in a mess situation, so long as it's not some weird-ass dramatic drug head or crackhead doing their thing. I mean, I've always stood in front, not, again, because I'm a badass, but because I know right from wrong. Make sure the guy that you're putting all your interest in, no offense to, the guy that you like right now, but whenever I look at him and he starts urinating or whatever, acting all funny and shit, it's kind of weird to me. Somebody shouldn't be nervous to speak about themselves. I'm very antisocial, but I'm sitting here posting this in front of people like from all over the place. So you can't be afraid to speak up, whether it's your father or not. He has to understand that respect is of the utmost importance. And somebody that doesn't sit there and tell you they love you and try to get lucky. I mean, you're a smart kid. You've got a lot of friends of mine that call themselves your uncles, and they always reassure you. I mean, the janitor even does it. They reassure you that they've always got your back. Well, it all boils down to, none of that should be what makes somebody obedient or disciplined when they're in a relationship with you. You should be disciplined, and if he commits to you, I mean, he should commit to you for you, not because of, again, an ass whooping or anything like that. So, while I'm speaking this to the Steem community and whoever else decides to look at it, I'm also telling you, Rachel, because I know you're going to watch this, and I know your sister is going to also, because you guys watch all of them. So you guys are actually in the house right now, and it is currently 3:41 a.m. So yeah, you're going to see me in just a few minutes, and I'm not even going to tell you I made this post. You'll see it here shortly. But find somebody that respects you for who you are. Not because they're scared. If they meet your dad, they should have the nerve to talk up. Say something about themselves. Don't be so damn dead set that they're going to get their ass whooped from some reputation I know nothing about. Well, that shouldn't matter. They're there because of you, so they could tell me to go f*** myself. I couldn't do anything about it until one of my children are hurt. I can't do anything, so that said, I mean, that's what I think you should look for. Somebody that's stand up and real. Shit comes your way, or shit gets crazy, or you're at school and kids do some dumb shit and cause a big riot of some sort, or some of the dumbass shit that goes on nowadays. He's gonna get in front of you and not let nothing happen to you. Don't expect anybody to give their life for you, but at least I expect them to be real. That's what you need to look for in somebody. Somebody's gonna make you happy and they want to see you smile. Again, I did this stuff for your mom. And to this day, though we went the path we went, I have not a single regret for anything I did, because I know that when I met her mom and I met her father, and her father and I became very close. He was like a dad to me, actually. I didn't have a single regret. I'll always respect anybody you care about or you like. I'm never going to make a fool of you. I'm going to always introduce myself, and I'm always going to be very straight to the point, but I'll never make a fool of you. You have to find somebody who respects you for who you are, what matters inside. That shit sounds pretty corny, like it's out of a school book or something like that, or a fairy tale, but it's really not. I respect people for who they are. And I've had it a little rougher than a couple of people. I mean, I haven't had the most worst life in the world by any means, but I can do it, and I've met several people that can do it. So there's no excuse why somebody within your age range can't do it. Your brother? This lighter sucks, you guys. Really bad, actually. It's probably a sign I shouldn't smoke. Whatever. Pardon me, just for a minute. Find the other lighter. Anyway, yeah, I gotta smoke before I go inside. Especially with kids being sick. I ain't smoking around my kids. I stopped doing that a minute ago. Anyway, back to the point. Yeah. Your brother, as so long as I'm alive, he will respect women for who they are. He will respect people. He will treat people the way he wants to be treated. 16, 17 years old, he'll damn well know to hold his own. If somebody comes at him the wrong way, or the person he's with, or the person he's committed to, he's going to know to knock that motherfucker out or call his dad, and I'll show up and help him knock that person out. So even if they are bigger. I want you to be happy. That's ultimately what matters. But you do have to look for specific traits in people. Guys play a lot of games, and not too long ago I used to see guys run through women like it was no fucking problem. But now it looks like women have kind of changed the game up. They're doing it like the boys did. So with that being said, maybe there's shit going on I don't know about. I never in a million years thought I would say that, but it happens to everybody. Don't find somebody that plays games. Don't find sociopaths. Don't find people that lie. If you look somebody in their eyes and they're being true to you, and you know it, and you said your heart, your stomach, wherever you feel it at, that's the person you probably want to talk to. It doesn't have to be the most popular or, the computer kid around the corner. I mean, I wasn't necessarily him, but I'm him now, and I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, you've seen the lifestyle that I have. And for those of you that watch some of these videos I post, I mean, I'm not wealthy by any means, but I'm okay. So there's nothing wrong with that quiet kid either. I know that I'll turn my son into a man and a gentleman, and he'll respect women. And for those of you that may think that's kind of corny too, I don't know what to tell you. Because I think that's the coolest shit in the world. Somebody that can stand on their own 2 feet, say what they got to say, but at the end of the day, they're okay with themselves, and they're so secure that it doesn't matter if they've got friends that are gay, friends that aren't gay. It doesn't matter. None of that shit matters to them. What is the new one going around? The boy/girl thing, where like girls they want to be boys, so they just claim they're a boy or some shit, or they're even that shit. Like when he rolls around with his friends, in his head and his heart, he knows they're his friends, and he's secure enough in who he is. That's a man, in my opinion. That's not something I strive to necessarily be myself, but if I look at a man and from a different perspective, I'm looking a man's man, and I don't know the actual definition of that, but again, I don't swing for the other team, no crazy shit. But it's somebody that when they walk, their walk carries confidence. What is it? A BMF walk, a bad motherfucker walk, is how they do it. Yeah, they're pretty confident in who they are, and their walk shows it. Not because they're cocky, but because they're very confident in who they are themselves. They don't have to be the best at everything, but they'll try. And they'll try their hardest, and they'll produce results. I mean, ball this all together, and in a nutshell, what I'm getting at is look for somebody that's realistic, has their head on the right, their head's going in the right direction. Even if it's that, I hate to say it, but even if it's that tattooed up guy that's in the lunchroom, and he's like considered to be the tough guy or whatever. Whoever it is that piques your interest, make sure they've got the right things going for them. They don't have to be the best looking. They don't have to be skinny, fat, tall, short, whatever. And I'm not just saying it because I'm saying this. I'm trying to look better, because the truth of the matter is I am who I am. I'm not going to change. So I want you to find somebody that keeps shit real. The dude you're with now, the problem, he's never talked to me. He can barely hold a conversation. I understand maybe he's a little intimidated because the whole dad thing, but you know, after a few months, that shit